Onward. I'm here. I've got to make this work. You got it. I just want to sleep.
I shall not falter. A formidable adversary. Behold the valor of a knight. A predicament indeed.
Your orders, my liege. Forward!
I've got to make this work. I just want to sleep. We're under attack.
Need something? Heading over.
I fear they outclass me. A formidable adversary.
Come then.
They hold the upper hand.
How shall I proceed? Received.
You face me. Your villainy ends here.
One of the many benefits of old age.
'Tis merely a bit of pain. To me. Come then. Well fought. Your villainy ends here. I've need of a rest. Vexing indeed. 'Tis merely a bit of pain. Keeping this? 'Tis a deficient plan. My legs grow heavy.
What now?
So, what next?
A pitiful end awaits. A moment, please.
So? Uh-huh. We're outmatched.
Your orders, my liege. I shall be your shield. At once.
Let's dance. Barely worth my time.
How shall I proceed? Onward. Vexing indeed. Defeat will soon be upon us.
You're not fit to be rust on my spear.
Have I always held such potential?
Your orders, my liege. Forward, I shall be your shield. A pitiful end awaits, tempered in the cruel flames of war. Your orders, my liege, received. How shall I proceed? At once. I shall be your shield.
How shall I proceed? The path is set. You face me. Vexing indeed. Come then. Tis merely a bit of pain. I fear for our safety. I've need of a rest. Vexing indeed. Tis merely a bit of pain. How shall I proceed? To me.
Your orders, my liege. You're not fit to be rust on my... I've much room to improve.
Do it, boss.
Where?
Is he really back?
He should be, yes.
What have I done? It's not so easy to hear. I've committed horrible crimes towards these people.
Their suffering is Zenoira's sin, not yours.
He's right. And the folks around here will realize it too. If you just give him some time.
But before that, Sir Gloucester, I'd ask that you join us in our quest to reclaim Fevrith.
That's a generous offer, and one I'd be glad to accept. But I can't. Even though Drakenhold has fallen, I could never abandon my post as Royal Guard. And now that I've reclaimed control of my mind, I must stay here and watch over this desert. Such are the orders my master gave me.
Apologies for cutting in. Might I have a word with this Royal Guard here?
It can't be.
I take it you know each other.
Indeed. Past acquaintances from a bygone. Would you mind giving us a moment? I prefer to stay rather private with matters like these.
Not at all. Come, Aubin. Let's give them some room to breathe.
It's been far too long, old friend.
Got a keen eye on ya. My wares won't disappoint.
Your coins won't...
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold. Much obliged. Much obliged. Much obliged. Be wait. You won't be...
Got a keen eye on ya. My wares won't disappoint. You got a deal. You got a deal. You got a deal.
Your coins won't...
I must never yield. will be ours. We march. The path is set.
I take arms. I wield this lance for the people of Cornea. Your decree made manifest.
You face me.
I shall be your shield. Received.
This rose bears thorns. What would you ask of me? It shall be done.
A pitiful end awaits. I stake my honor on this battle. Be gone from my sight. I shall see it done. I advance.
I shall not shy from battle.
The time is at hand. To me.
Fly true the banner of the liberation. For the people of Thebris, I seize this victory as my own.
We march. Onward. Good. The time is at hand.
Until my dying breath. By your royal word, I shall see it done.
Time to earn my keep. Just let me fight already.
What would you ask of me next?
Behold the valor of a knight. Glory to the liberation. I shall not disappoint. Setting off.
So? Yep.
What would you ask of me?
I made it.
There is time yet to claim victory.
I shall not disappoint. By your command, what would you ask of me? Have you need of me? By your command. I have arrived. What would you ask of me? I shall not shy from battle.
Not gonna win this one.
I shall not falter.
You're better than I thought.
I shall not shy from battle.
Our time grows short. Your villainy ends here.
Behold the valor of a knight, according to plan. I shall not disappoint. Have you need of me? Setting off.
We march. To me. You face me.
I shall not falter.
Come then. A fine bout.
Thank you both for coming. I take it you are Prince Elaine, commander of the Liberation Army and rightful heir to
Indeed I am. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance,
I am no king. Merely Gilbert. My coronation must wait until Castle Soldraga is ours once more.
Prince Gilbert, then. I've word that you request our aid?
Just so. Ever since my father's demise in the tragic campaign against Zenoira, I have devoted myself to gather what survivors clung to life and fight onward for the past, present, and future. Yet the battle which saw us win back Balmrate claimed many of our finest men, and morale has suffered.
Hence you seek reinforcements?
Correct. It wounds my pride to admit it, but I would suffer any injury before I see my people.
We march to vanquish Galerius and free all nations of Fevre, including Drakenhold. We will...
You've quite the grand vision for yourself, seeking to unify the entire continent. And yet that vision is the beacon which draws soldiers to your ranks and fuels your armies.
'Tis but a dream for now. One that will remain as such unless we can recapture you.
Sorry to interrupt this little war council. I've got word from...
What is it?
Zenoira approaches the Colosseum, and they bring a battalion of some size.
How large, exactly?
Bit over 4 times our head count, if memory serves me right.
That's absurd. What shall we do, Prince Gilbert?
Unfortunate as it may be, we lack the time necessary for any sort of elaborate... We'll have to make do with what personnel we have. The catapults around our Colosseum walls will prove vital as well. And scant as our defenses are, it seems I have no choice but to sortie myself. We halt their advance together.
Phew, that's most of it cleared out. Liza? What are you doing?
Oh, you know, just making a bit of pocket change is all.
I wouldn't dream of it. Assuming this
What kind of merchant do you take me for? It's all just trinkets and stuff I've picked up in the ruins. But if Magellan or the gang knew about this, I'd never hear the end of it. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that.
Don't worry. I'm good at... Mind if I take a look?
Yeah, be my guest. Though I don't have much worth buying.
This one here is gorgeous.
Oh, that old thing? I'll let you have it on the cheap if you want. End of day sale.
Really?
It'll just run you 5 mil, that's all.
That's a bit beyond my budget.
I'm only teasing. Cute girl comes walking into my stall and I just can't help myself. I was actually looking to offload the whole set. Go on and take him, free of charge.
Whoa. What is it?
Behind you. She's huge.
Oh!
You two ever hear of manners? Though, I'll take that over the usual. Most people split the second they see me coming.
Can I help you with something?
Sure can. See, I'm new in town, looking for the Colosseum. But everyone I ask goes all wide-eyed and runs off. There is a Colosseum here, yeah?
There is. But I believe they've put competitions on hold until matters in the region improve.
I hear the prince is always out for spare steel, though. Why not try there if you're looking for work?
I'm not looking. Prince might not be a bad idea, though. I'll see what I can squeeze. Oh, and...
What a woman.
Not another step, if you don't want it to be your last.
Please, my family lives just a few houses over. If I'm going to die, I'd rather it be by their side than trapped like an infested bird in a cage.
All of you, back to camp. And those who've come into town, well, you know what happens next.
That's the last of the poor souls. Not a one slipped past us.
The day will come when we look back at this, all of this, and feel we made the right decision.
You had no choice, my lady.
Don't touch the bodies. I'll have an undertaker dispose of them as soon as I'm able. This foul disease has blighted our land for far too long. It may have ravaged half this town once before, but never again. No matter what that takes.
Some claim this illness is actually a noxious gas exuded from the mouth of any who speaks poorly of Zenoira. Yet others seem to believe it's a curse placed on us by the savage beast folk of the northern reaches.
Lunacy and hysteria, every word. Round up anyone that espouses these theories and snap them out of it. Similar superstitions took hold when the outbreak first arose 6 years ago, bringing complete and utter chaos with them. But I won't let it happen again. We'll quash the rumors and keep hold of what pressure... How fare the health inspections?
Not well, ma'am. Especially among the merchants. They take issue with our examining their wares at every...
Then they're free to take issue straight to the local jail. I'm sure the guards will be more than happy... Oh, and be doubly thorough with anyone approaching from the south. The spread down there is nigh unchecked.
Lady Hilda! The rebel army has been sighted in our vicinity.
As if one pounding headache weren't enough. Prepare for combat, men. We...
Will be ours. The path is set.
I take arms. How shall I proceed? Forward!
This rose bears thorn. What would you ask of me? By your command.
Let me at him. Yeah? Sure.
Behold the valor of a knight. I shall not falter.
You face me.
Your orders, my liege. At once, I shall be your shield. Forward! Your orders, my liege. How shall I proceed? Received.
Want some of this?
I shall not shy from battle. Behold the valor of a knight.
Your villainy ends here. Well fought. We march. To me. Onward.
Time to earn my keep. We'll see how tough they are. On it.
I shall not shy from battle. Glory to the liberation! Have you need of me? It shall be done. I fear they outclass me.
I shall be your shield. Forward!
Show me what you got!
I enter the fray. A new dawn for Drakenhold. A simple task.
I shall not falter.
You don't stand a chance!
All to protect my home.
I'm up. Easy.
We're outmatched.
You shall go no further.
Could you perhaps praise me a bit?
How shall I proceed? Received.
Behold the valor of a knight. Nothing stopping me now.
Your orders, my liege. At once.
You face me.
I wonder if I'm stronger than Lady Ocleus.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
You're better than I thought.
I'll ride any distance. How can I assist? I ride at once. One thrust of the lance is all I need.
Just keep getting tougher.
I'm prepared for anything. Consider it done. How can I assist? I ride at once.
Come then.
You're not fit to be rust on my spear.
I shall not disappoint. By your command.
You face me.
I'll not let this go to waste.
A pitiful end awaits. None shall ever harm you. How shall I proceed? Received.
Order complete.
Your villainy ends here. Another step forth.
A little closer to my former strength.
We march.
What would you ask of me? Setting off.
The time is at hand. Onward.
So, you've returned.
I have.
Come with me, Prim. Away from this plague
and forsake all those who suffer? They need the balm of faith, now...
I knew you would say that. But what can your unicorn do for them? All of us stand equal before the maw of pestilence. Kings will perish just the same as... And faith is but a bandage dressed up... You saw what happened 6 years... How quickly this world can sink into turmoil without authority to guide it.
Stop talking for a second and listen. I've been looking into the source of this plague and... the people of the... It was deep in the ruins not far from here. A vast array of poisons, each one more deadly than the last. The arms bearing the...
A valiant attempt to pin this on our benefit. You should know better than to believe every whisper you hear.
This isn't some backstreet rumor. Go and see for yourself if you don't...
Enough! Either you join... And should you aim to disrupt the order I fought so hard to maintain...
Wait, please! I shall not falter. I struggle to move.
Do try to impress me. Merely say the word. With all haste.
You shall go no further.
To me.
A bridge too far. Even for me?
A pitiful end awaits.
All done.
You shall go no further. A pitiful end awaits.
A troubling mire indeed. My blade shall strike true.
You shall go no further. My shield shall never break. Your orders, my liege. Forward. You're not fit to be rust on my... It seems I cannot. I shall be your shield. Your orders, my liege.
We march. Come then. You face me. Your villainy ends here. My legs grow heavy.
I take it you're the leader of the rebels, then. Do with me, but allow me to speak first, if I may.
Our ears are yours.
If the people of this land flee for fear of violence, the disease that has tormented us without I suggest you inform them they will not come to harm, and seal the trade routes in and out of the town.
The casualties of this scourge pile high indeed.
Yes. Zenoira has gouged deeper scars than Chloe, do as she's asked.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Hey!
You speak with a liar's tongue, Prince. This talk of scars will only sow worry and hate.
If I may, 6 years passed. Zenoira's conquest was halted at this very spot. Try as they could, there was no breach. How then, nigh 5 moons later, did their forces grasp victory from the cold?
The onset of the plague, of course. The affliction has spread its tendrils far and wide, always arriving but a moment ahead of Zenoira. It's far too convenient to be coincident.
As if I'd be swayed by such ludicrous... We've spoken long enough. If you plan to cut me down, I'd prefer you just get...
Hilda, there's no foe more troubling than a skilled leader who commands the loyalty. Were you to fight us till your dying breath, those who champion you would surely do the same. The Liberation can ill afford keeping such an enemy. But we would gladly count you as an ally instead.
You would count me a traitor. Whatever your claimed grievances with Zenoira, my trident stands ever loyal, and after all, I could never hope to preserve order in my ranks if I changed course with every
Then you leave me little choice. I shall see you relieved of that trident, and retained under our supervision until the disease is driven back once and for all.
So be it. Now come. There'll be no point in barring the roads if we don't do it quick.
You won't find finer weapons, and I'll be waiting.
Is there something I can help you with, Hilda?
I wanted to thank you for seeing my wyvern back safely.
Of course. We'd been looking after it as best we were able, but I was told the worm would heed none but you.
He is as blindly loyal as I. Prim, it was all there. Proof of their foul experiments. Barry, everything's grown quite clear to me now. Zenoira has brought this misery upon...
Thank you for trusting me, Hilda.
And you, say you win, and cast off... What next? What becomes...
We fight on, not only for the sake of this kingdom, but for lasting order that rings out across Fevrith.
Order, That reminds me, that army of yours is little more than a disheveled tangle of... You'll need far more agile battalions if you'll have any hope of over... Maybe you can start with one led by a talent...
If such a rider is offering to join, we would be lucky to... You'll make a fine addition, Hilda.
I suppose I could be...
Onward, men. We surround what remains of Drakenhold's meager forces. We'll crush these rats in their own nest, and the
Prince Gilbert, there you...
Ah, Leia. I was merely reminiscing for a moment. It feels scarcely appropriate to say, given the situation we find ourselves. But I find it difficult to believe we prepare to fight arm in arm with the Cornian royal family.
I understand the emotion, Your Highness. After all, our kingdoms were locked in fierce rivalry for what seemed like...
When Cornia fell to Galerius, my father hailed it as a precursor to our long-awaited... And the only reason he granted Virginia asylum was so that he could marry her off to my brother Lud... All part of some grand scheme to annex Cornia after... But we both know how the war effort went. My father lost his life in the battle. And Ludwig remained... Ascendance indeed.
Your Highness,
What, is that it? Things were just getting good.
Behind me. Identify yourself this instant!
Name's Amalia. You want it because I've been itching for a fight all day. Too easy.
Can you stand, Leia?
I'm not finished yet.
Amalia, was it? State...
Easy. I'm not gonna eat. I heard there's a coliseum here. Fancy old place where all the strongest warrior was hoping you'd open it back up again.
I can do that. A legion of Zenoiran soldiers descends on this city as we... Should you join the battle to defend it, and should we emerge with our lives, I would be more than glad to
Deal. Just know, I'm gonna hold you to it.